Ahoy there, Anthony the Captain here. Doing a special edition of Captain's Arcade. Continuing on my tribute to Hideki Sato, the designer, creator of a bunch of Sega, pretty much every single Sega system, including the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive, Sega Game Gear, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, you name it. All things Sega, he pretty much developed and created them. And on last night / this morning, I played some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Hyperstone Heist. I got as far as I could on last night, given the time allotted, and not bad for somebody that has been rusty at that game. But I decided to continue on with continue this mini marathon here. I'm going to be playing some NBA Live 95 on the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. It's been on multiple platforms, including the Super Nintendo, but I decided to pay tribute to him. I decided to pay tribute to Sato-san on by playing some Sega games where they're exclusively for the specific platform, or it's been on multiple platforms. And this is a multi-platform game, NBA Live 95. So, without further ado, I'm going to be playing some NBA Live 95. Man, we've been losing some greats left and right, and it's only the second month of 2026. Just this morning, we just heard about the passing of Jesse Jackson. Just heard about the passing of civil rights leader, the Reverend Jesse Jackson. NBA Live 95. And tonight, on Captain's World, we're going to be paying tribute to Reverend Jesse Jackson, as well as pro wrestling trainee by the name of Darren Aitken, who was training at this wrestling academy called Apple City Championship Wrestling. And on next month, on the 14th of March, they're going to be doing a special tribute show, and I'm making plans of going there. Let me start over. I never get tired of hearing that. EA Sports is in the game. Keep everything fair. And I'm going to be playing as the Charlotte Hornets. Playing against the Boston Celtics. Eric Lima, if you're watching this is for you. I'm playing against your Celtics, who have won the most championships. Yeah, I missed this. I missed this lineup of the Charlotte Hornets. And big congratulations to Del Curry for having his number retired by the Charlotte Hornets. I just gotta remember how to play it. Okay. It's so oddly satisfying to do layups and dunks, just like it's oddly satisfying to do layups and dunks in the 2K games. You have a more complex layout in the missed the dunk. You have a much better layout in the SNES version. But when it comes to substitutions, you don't know who's subbing for whom. But in the Genesis / Mega Drive, you see who's subbing for whom, but you got a very limited button layout. You got a very limited button layout here, which makes things a little difficult. So oddly satisfying. Oddly satisfying every single time. The only game I played during that time period, back in the 90s, is NBA Live 97. I rented it a lot. Yeah, in fact, I rented it a few times. And unfortunately, due to skyrocketing popularity and due to licensing restrictions, there's no Michael Jordan in this game, or Charles Barkley. Although I did see somebody, back in the day, when I rented it, and I didn't even notice this at the time until years later, that somebody created Michael Jordan into the game, NBA Live 97, even though he wasn't a playable character. He appears nowhere in the game. So I'm like, At first I was like, When I was growing up, I was like, they must have created Michael Jordan in this game after all, despite his popularity. But then years later, I found out there was a creative player mode in this game, in that specific game, NBA Live 97. So it gave players the ability to create a player, and one of them had to be Michael Jordan. And it was one of the major disadvantages of games like, from the NBA Live games to the NBA Jam games. Michael Jordan doesn't appear in any of the NBA Jam games either. Timeout Hornets, and you see who's subbing for whom. Unlike the SNES version, you just got to memorize the, Del Curry. Congratulations to Del Curry for his jersey retirement not too long ago. Yeah, unlike in the SNES version, you don't know who's subbing for whom. The only thing you gotta do is memorize the rosters. Muggsy. Grab my own rebound. Hey, foul. Bada boom, bada bing. Look how smooth that was. WrestleCade tickets went on sale, the pre-sale last night, and they set a new record for sold out front row seats. They sold out within 7 seconds. So big congratulations to Tracy Myers, Brian Hawks and company for another job well done setting records. Like I said, it started off as a fundraiser for the Salvation Army, and then it turned into one of the biggest conventions in the world, biggest wrestling conventions in the world. I wouldn't dare miss this for the world. With the exception of 2017 and 2020 for obvious reasons. I've been to WrestleCade every single year since 2016. How smooth that was. Taking a dominant lead. Like I said, there's going to be no fancy schmancy intros and all. It's just to pay tribute to Sato-san. So regardless of the outcome, this is to pay tribute to Hideki Sato for creating this great console. And like I said, as I said before, we all know that Nintendo's the dominant brand as far as gaming is concerned, no question about it. But there's something about the Sega Genesis and something about Sega in general, and as well as PlayStation. But there's something about Sega that really stood out to me. It spoke out to me in louder volumes. Unfortunately, I didn't play any Nintendo. Ooh, I barely played any Nintendo back in my day. So there you go. Oh. Crap. Ah. Speaking of the Celtics, one of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history, Len Bias. Didn't he pass away from an overdose? Just like less than a week or week after the '86 draft. I've been reading up a lot of great things about Len Bias in his college career. I think he would have given a lot of the greats, especially MJ, a run for his money. Would have given a run for people like MJ, Ewing, Barkley, all of them a run for their money. Hakeem Olajuwon, Mutombo, he would have given them a run for their money. No doubt, no question about it. One of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history. Who knows if they could led Boston to even more championships. They probably would have been the dominant brand then. It probably wouldn't have been a dominant franchise then. Hope I don't turn this into a Clarence Carter game and let it slip away. Slip away. Slip away. Oh, wait. Blocked it. Well, am I glad to see the last of the snow of the winter storm that we've been having a few weeks ago. It was a nightmare. But we're not out of the woods yet of this winter season. What am I thinking? Oh! Somehow went in. Ooh. I got lucky that time. I didn't know whether or not I had it. Just hang on over at the room. Still a close one. Time to start the third. Time to start the second half. Time for the three-point play. And I make the three-point play. Yeah, I'm no good at basketball in real life. Give me NBA Live or NBA 2K and I'll be set. I'm good at that. Oh, I missed it. He tried to get fancy. Whoa. Come on. Grab the ball. So oddly satisfying. Getting those 3 points like that. To the penalty. Time for some substitutions. Excuse me. Left him wide open. Oh. Because of NBA Live, because of NBA 2K, NBA Live is no more. Of course, EA's bread and butter, the Madden games. This time he didn't miss. Speaking of EA, I'll never forget the time when this roller derby show called Roller Jam was trying to introduce their own video game. Roller Jam is a roller derby show that mixes elements of roller derby and pro wrestling like storylines. I've told this tale once before, but it's worth mentioning again. Every time I see that EA logo over there, yeah, you just barely saw it on the where the sideline is, where the front sideline is. Every time I see that, I think of Roller Jam and the missed opportunity right there, and what ifs, as far as the video game is concerned. Good times, good times. And they're catching up. Will be the greatest team in the NBA. Are catching up. I better hurry up, better hurry up. I better hurry up, better hurry up. I better. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of curious about the new WWE 2K game. WWE 2K26 that's getting ready to come out in just a little over a month. I heard that all sorts of different editions. Triple H is going to be on the cover. One of them is going to have Triple H on the cover. One of them, the Mo's is going to have feature CM Punk's career. And there's going to be an edition called The Best of the Attitude Era. Another one covering the Monday Night Wars in general. If only I had a Switch 2 or a PS5, then maybe I'd check it out of pure curiosity. It's been a while since I've had a current generation video game. Closest thing I got is WWE 2K18 on the Switch, but I haven't, not once have I touched it. If only I can hang on to the lead for the final few minutes, and then I'll pick up the victory. But like I said, it's all about honoring Hideki Sato. Well, I got my rental car, and the shop is working on my car, but I gotta play the waiting game. Oh, yes. Oh. Missed the layup. Trying to get fancy. Trying to show off. Yes. Looks like this game is mine. Just gotta hang on just a little while longer. Oh, darn it. It's a back and forth and back and forth. Ball confusion! Anyway, another minute and a half. Three! Substituting the entire line. Okay. Oh, they're catching up. Oh, jeez. Oh, dude. Oh. Kind of rushed it, but I made it. This game is mine. Unless something happens, which I doubt. Try to get fancy. Uh-oh. I smell trouble. Three. Okay. Still good. Whoa. Hey, now they forced me out of bounds. Oh. Ah. Now they're out of bounds. Again. Oh. What? I thought you were supposed to dunk. Six. Four. Game over. Ball game over. Hornets win. Hornets win. Alright. Alright, and so concludes part 2 of this tribute to Sato-san. Thank you, Sato-san. What a victory right there. Sweet victory. Sellers tried to come back, but I prevailed. Alright, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of Captain's Arcade, the special tribute show. Tune in for more Captain's Arcade action every Friday and Saturday, new episodes. And again, I'm going to be try to continue as much as the tribute as much as I possibly can with the tribute to Hideki Sato. Until we meet again, maybe say goodbye.